Hello sa atong mga kauban sa Alternative Learning System Region 10. This is your last topic for the webinar 3 and in fact the last for the entire stretch of the RMTOT. This is the art of questioning. I am Butch Mahinay, Regional ALS Focal Person for DepEd Region 10. Now for this session, you are expected to identify various strategies in asking questions and handling responses, relate the art of questioning to classroom management, and reflect on how the art of questioning is essential to ALS sessions. I would like to start with a scenario. Supposing that you are in LS2, that is on science, and your topic is about land formations. And to be specific, you want your learners to compare what is a hill and a mountain. Now, perhaps as a teacher, you're very tempted to ask these questions. First, you might want to ask, learners, what is a mountain? Or you want to ask, learners, what is a hill? If you try to look at it, the questions may appear very easy to ask. But if you try to analyze the questions, it is very difficult to answer. The expected answer is a mountain is a land formation that is 300 meters above sea level, and anything below that is considered a hill. Now, can you really expect your learners to answer that way? I think not. And because you are frustrated, then you will say that is wrong to any answers, and that definition is not in the book. Now, we don't want to be asking these questions, and I don't want you to respond to that kind of remarks to your learners. So technically, this session is really about the art of questioning for you to level up with your questioning skills. According to Moses in 2009, the ability to teach well and the ability to ask questions are inseparable. So if you really want to be effective to your sessions and if you want to hit the competencies for the day, you need to know how to frame quality questions. In fact, the effectiveness of a discussion relies on the art of questioning. The effective teacher would really throw questions to his or her session for the students or for the learners to really have their brains working to respond to their teachers. Hence, it is important for us as teachers to be knowledgeable in asking quality questions. Now, as an ALS teacher, we need to have these questioning skills. And this is the session all about. But it is not enough. What if you are already good in framing questions and yet you do not get the correct answer or the appropriate answer or the desired answer? Therefore, we also need to know how to handle students' responses. So if you know how to ask questions and you know how to handle their responses, then you are assured of an efficient classroom management. Now, there are certain strategies that I'd like to share with you, but I'll be elaborating this after the video. First is on varying your type of questions. 2, direct questions to all the students. 3, calling on non-volunteers. 4, rephrasing the questions. And 5, sequencing questions logically. Then we have 6, requiring abstract thinking, going beyond simple recall questions. 7, asking open-ended questions. Number 8, allowing for sufficient wait time. You adjust for longer wait time if necessary. Number 9, assessing comprehension from time to time. And number 10, involving as many students as possible, and that you have to widen participation. Now, those are our 10 strategies that will really improve your questioning skills. So now let us proceed to handling students' responses. So there are 5 strategies that I'd like to share with you on how to handle the various responses that our learners can give to us. First is on providing feedback on the correctness or incorrectness of a response. Second, giving appropriate praise to high-quality responses. 3, making follow-up questions. Number 4, redirecting questions. And number 5, showing non-verbal encouragement. Again, all of these will be elaborated after the video. So let us go back to this scenario where you have your lesson on land formations and that you want your learners to compare a hill and a mountain. So after having known all the strategies of questioning skills and knowing how to handle their responses, perhaps you'd be asking these questions. Learners, have you seen a mountain? This is a very easy question and it is answerable by a yes or a no. And if they will answer, yes, teacher, nakakita na mi og mountain, then you can follow up with, can you share your experience? And with that, you'd be validating their answer that they really have seen a mountain. Or you can ask this question, can you give an example of a hill? Supposing that they answered, yes, ma'am, kabalo mi unsa ang hill. And for sure, with this question, they will answer, teacher, chocolate hills. Then you can follow up with the question, how did you know that? Then they will answer, teacher, na-discuss mo gud na sa among araling panlipunan. Or teacher, nakitaan mo gud na mo na sa TV. Then you are able to validate that their answers are indeed correct because they were able to have references. And because you want to really go deeper, then you might want to ask, can you draw a mountain and a hill on the board? And then, our learners are very eager when it comes to illustrating. So that's another skill that you're able to improve with your learners. And so they have drawn a mountain, and then they have drawn a hill. Now you can follow up questions. Like, learners, who among you can compare a mountain and a hill in terms of its size, or in terms of its length, or in terms of its height? Then they will be able to say, teacher, mas taas ang mountain. Teacher, mas gamay ang hill. That is already the target competencies that you want to achieve for your session. And then you might want to add, can anyone compare the shape of the mountain and of the hill based on the drawing of your classmate? Dinadayon mo tubag nga, teacher, ang mountain kay murag triangle. Unya, teacher, ang hill kay mura siya og circle nga half lang. So that's another skill because they're able to infer on geometric shapes. So all of these questions can be asked, and these are not difficult questions to answer for your learners. So see, you need to know your questioning skills, you need to hone up your questioning skills and your handling of their responses for you to become effective teacher. I hope that you're able to appreciate the strategies and the things that I have shared for this session. I will be elaborating for sure each of these strategies in the questioning skills and in the handling of the responses right after this Loom video. Congratulations everyone! You have reached the last session for the 3 webinars of this RMTOT. God bless, and of course, cheers to better days ahead.